Hello, and welcome to the Summertime Sippin' Podcast. Cracking open cold ones with everyone here on the show. Just relaxing on the porch and discussing things that matter, like those damn kids who won't stay off our lawn and, I don't know, some government policy that we'll probably not even really do anything about and just bitch about because that's what people do. I'm here with my fellow co-hosts. We have Jay Clarke, fresh from his hip-hop rap outfit, his freestyle solo flow career, and
what's up?
Mr. Orsan, a man who was asked would he rather have a daughter or son, and he said, say that again? I like the sound of that. Sup. And of course me, the greatest human being who's ever lived. You already know. You've already been introduced to me. Let's talk about something. Go.
Well, what do you have?
Me? Shit.
Yes.
Oh, I have nothing. Fuck. I thought, so we'll
put you on the spot?
I'm going to spoil next week's episode. We discussed behind the scenes, we were going to do another top 10 list like we did with the video games, except on movies. And I thought it was this week. It turns out we're doing it next week. So I spent my time for this show getting my list together. So I have
you took the whole week.
I did.
No, we'll do that next week. That's fine. But breaking news, Kaya wanted to bring this up, but he's being a little bit bashful for some reason. I don't know why he didn't immediately bring this up. There's breaking news drama. Hasan might be an animal abuser.
Well, this wasn't my topic for the show. I sent this to Jackson. There is breaking news. Hold on, how breaking is it?
Is it Breaking Bad?
It just happened, didn't
it? Yeah, I guess. I mean, literally, we were logging on. Is it even an hour old?
No, it's not an hour old.
2 hours.
2 hours. 2 hours. And it's been removed by the moderators of Livestream Fail, by the way, already.
It has been? No way. Hold on.
Yeah, it has been. Okay, so context.
Hold on.
2 hours ago.
You give people context.
2 hours ago, there was a breaking clip released to r/livestream fail, and I think that H3H3 podcast subreddit, because Ethan from H3 has beef with Hasan, who, if you don't know who Hasan is, it's probably for the best, but also he's like one of the biggest streamers in the world, political streamer. You'll see him in a lot of drama clips and stuff like that. Very, very handsome man, let me put it that way. That's why a lot of people like him. It turns out that a clip just released of him maybe allegedly electrocuting his dog for the dog daring to step off its little designated streamer platform where he's got a camera pointed at it so that whenever the dog sits there, everyone oogles and gagas at the cute Paparino in the background for heightened streamer engagement. And then the dog tries to walk off the platform, and then Hasan reaches for something off camera, and then the dog yelps in pain and jumps back on the platform and lays down where it should be laying. Very weird clip. Do you want to actually play it so that you can, so Andrew can see what we're talking about? Because I want to see if you guys if you disagree about this. If there's a rational other explanation for why the dog yelps here.
Sure. Also, I want to say Reddit is the worst website on the internet. This is why, Jackson, by the way, this is why I ask you kindly to just send me screenshots at this point, because you can send somebody a link. How long has it been? I'm looking at it. 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes, it's been removed already. It's
removed
it's
by
insane.
Moderator. I don't know why. Why? This is just a clip.
Who gives a shit? Why? The point is, no matter what it is, this is all Reddit is known for, scrubbing shit that upsets some fat-ass Fedora Lord r/neat cell. But whatever, here's the clip.
But I thought this shit would fly on Reddit because they've got r/pet free and stuff. This is probably going hard over there. Has anyone checked that subreddit?
we can check it in a second. All right, is everyone tuned in? Andrew?
Yes.
All right, let's hear your verdict.
I had to clear my throat. I had to do it aggressively. I'm sorry.
He's doing his best Slimer Ghostbusters impression.
I was busy sucking penis off camera, as everyone will see. Anyway.
I hate this fucking country so much.
Right out at the
you can be on a fucking mountain in the middle of Norway and get better internet than
dog.
Los Angeles, California.
And there we go, little cute
And this is just
dog
like
cartoon gifs popping up as well.
Oh, yeah, by the way, his name's Kaya, which is cute.
Yeah.
People tell me that like it's an insult, like I'm supposed to be angry or something, but
Oops.
at the very
Cute-ass
beginning
dog.
of this, yeah, it's a cute dog. I don't mind that at all. People used to send me like images of their kittens and stuff saying I named her after you. It's like super cute to me. I don't care.
Well, Kaya is also Turkish for dog, right?
Rock.
It's Turkish, even better. Rock. Even more imaginative. So you have a pet rock, I guess.
It is historically a girl name, right?
It's not in Turkey, but
it's historically a very, very wimpy, effeminate, useless man's name. Yeah, that's the context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose only
Anyway,
skill is
that's his dog's
podcasting.
name.
anger. This is a moment of fucking anger for like something that is just so routine, so silly, such a first world problem. But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
See, he reaches off camera.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just.
And then he insults her. Instead of checking like why she
You're
yelped
making
or
her
anything,
stressed.
he's just insulting her.
She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
So
spoiled. Well, let's frame by frame this. The dog gets up, moves around. For whatever reason, Hasan immediately gets upset at her, even though it's not doing anything.
She's gonna move away from the camera spot. Look where where he's placed the bed so that the camera, points at her.
It's a prop. It's a prop dog. I know.
She's a prop. Yeah.
He immediately look at him roll his eyes. He's so fucking upset right now. He reaches. And he goes, whap! And the dog yelps as he's reaching and pressing something, presumably. Here.
And then
kind of looks like
insults her and calls her a spoiled dog for daring to move off the camera bed.
What a great
platform,
guy.
The designated platform.
Yeah, there you go. Kaya learned his place. She's lying back down after getting zapped. Hashtag Free Palestine, I guess. So that's the clip. What's your verdict, Andrew?
I don't see how. Well, okay, yeah, Andrew.
My verdict is I can't believe people give this money and watch this. Like, let's look at the bigger scope of things. These are people that want to hear a guy talk politics, but they need a cute dog and a funny, ironic Obama cardboard cutout and posters to keep them interested. Like, this is so nothing. I really don't.
Well, I'd rather have that.
So I can't even get emotional or invested or anything over any of this happening because I'm just not surprised if that is what happens. Like, I guess there is plausible deniability about a shock collar, but I don't care because I don't respect streamers. This is such nothing anything. Why do people
when you
watch
say you
this?
don't care, do you mean you're not surprised? Like, you should care if a dog's being abused.
I do care if a dog's being abused, but like, why is Hasan famous? I don't get this culture, man. Like, do people really want to hear a dude just ramble about stuff while looking at funny, haha, cute dog knickknacks to keep them engaged? Like, this is so nothing. And if he is abusing his dog, that's terrible. That's horrible. And it's a product of this machine of keeping attention on people. But like, stop watching this shit. Stop spreading these clips of people doing nothing. Not this specific example, but you know what I mean.
There's another clip of this poor dog getting off the bed and look at him. He's like I don't know if anybody's seen like Full Metal Alchemist, but the pure mutants chimera dog that's like, can I just please die? And Hasan mean mugs it. Like, get back in your fucking bed. And the dog does.
Oh
man.
So sad.
That is sad.
How long? So I did read comments that the dog is literally there the entire stream. And I know these like permanent streamer brained people, like they stream for like, 12 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
I know Hasan does. Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like borderline abuse even
day.
without the electric shock collar allegations. Like if that dog that's a big dog. That needs to be like active. If she's just relegated to laying on a bed for 12 hours a day, that's fucked up. I don't know if that's the case or not, but yeah. I don't, again, I don't know what rationale excuse Hasan viewers are going to have for this one, because it seems pretty evident that something happened. Even just outside of the shock, the possibility of a shock collar being deployed to keep that dog on that platform, which is a crazy statement to say. Like, he shows like no care for it afterwards. Like, if my cat yelped, actually this is relevant because my cat did like yelp yesterday because she accidentally got a tail stuck in a sliding door. And I was like, I spent the next like 20 minutes like cuddling her, making sure her tail was fine. You know, when you hear that kind of reaction.
Yeah, I think that's the thing we need to really focus on, because based on this clip, it's not like 100% clear cut. Like, he doesn't hold up a shock collar remote and go, take that, zap, zap. Like, you've got plenty to talk about here, but what they really should be focusing on is the fact he's clearly not concerned. He's not going over to the dog, seeing if it's okay, doing anything about that. That's what upsets me. You know, that's where it's like, okay, if you want to say, oh, it wasn't a shock collar, oh, the dog got frightened or stumbled or whatever, he should at least react. At least do something, you know?
Yeah, check on the dog. What if it like hurt its leg getting off the platform or whatever that she's
if hypothetically that is exactly what happened, the dog stumbled getting off the platform, hurt its foot, walk over to the dog and check on the dog.
Yeah, check.
Any good dog owner in this situation, if your dog yelps, would at least do something instead of immediately turning back to your webcam. Anything.
Well, he did do something. He turned back and started insulting it.
Yeah,
that's where calling her a spoiled little bitch or whatever.
Things are real bad. Yes, that's the real shit of all this. For sure.
He also like randomly started blaming his mum for spoiling the dog too. Like, this is an overgrown man child.
Yeah.
Like, we all know streamers who like for example, like their mum cleans their house every day and things like that. Like, these people.
Let's not just blame the streamer, though. Let's not just blame the streamer. Every human being in his audience is part of the dumbest Cro-Magnons that humanity has ever seen. If you want a political engaged content machine, but you need a small dog to keep your attention for it, you're a moron. You're not mature enough for politics. That's all there is to it.
I think the sad thing is that you can see that the dog was already getting back in bed.
True, yeah.
Like, it had already turned around, and it still gets like fucking go back as the thing is just trying to lie down.
Yeah, she was going back.
Goodness.
And so if the zappy zaps theory is still true, then like that's an even more of a dick move. There's nothing to gain from that. She was getting back on the platform and laying down.
There would be a way to wash this away if he showed concern of any kind. If he was looking at the dog, checking out it was okay, got up, looked at it, anything. The fact where he's fucked is it's a lose-lose. Either he did shock the dog and he's an asshole, or the dog did just hurt itself getting off the platform and he doesn't care that it hurt itself. Either way, it's bad. You know, neither of these scenarios is good.
No, it would be way more believable that something other than electric shock collar was deployed. That would be way more believable if he showed like the faintest level of concern towards the dog.
Yes, but he has to go back to talking to his enablers who want to hear him talk about what kind of breakfast cereal he ate that day, because this is the most important thing to these people. It really matters. Your life is very important for knowing these details.
Actually, this is a good point. Here's the thing. Like, if my dog yelped like that getting off like a bed or something, and I had no clue what caused it, I'd immediately go investigate and try to find out. It seems like he knows exactly what caused the yelp in the first place, because he doesn't have any kind of like inquisitive, what was that moment? Which is kind of like a point in the favor of he knows what caused it.
Yeah.
AKA him using a shock collar.
It's definitely pointing that way. I'm not at all defending him. I'm just saying there is maybe a sliver of a modicum of saying plausible deniability, but signs don't point that way. It definitely doesn't seem that way.
No. And so what do you think the punishment should be for abusing a dog, Andrew?
Death.
No. Send him to the guillotines.
I think what we should do, and it'll be the most effective punishment. It's not really like how the courts would do it or how you would think the justice system would handle it, but what the court should do is look at all of his audience and say, you decide what happens. And then all of his chat will get together and they'll go, wait a minute, wait. I just realized something. This guy that I'm watching sit in his bedroom, just talk about things. I don't care anymore.
Reddit has the answer.
And then he drops to 0 viewers and the world is a better place. And it happens to every streamer who does this kind of shit because it's the most worthless waste of your time you could ever have.
Well, I think his punishment should be a reversal. Kaya gets the shock remote. That's me.
Power,
and Hasan has to... Yeah, Hasan has to lie in the back of my streams on a little doggy bed, which it looks like the dog doesn't even get a bed. It's like a little platform. It doesn't even look
It's like a little trampoline.
It looks like a treadmill in my
treadmill.
mind, and I'm hoping he turns it on to force her to run for the audience's entertainment, and they clap and throw things at her.
What's funny is like he's got this the appearance of like, oh, I love my dog. Like the dog pops up every time someone subscribes in a little cutesy emoji shit.
Mhm.
And then in the actual content of the stream, he's just electrocuting for fun, I guess. Like, what the fuck is this? Twitch has broken people's brains. The stream culture has broken people.
Well,
Yeah,
they would get spoiled. Jackson, would you like to read this?
Well, he could literally be skinning the dog alive and say, "Oh, I'm giving her a fur cut. I'm giving her a haircut," and everyone would be like, "Yeah, he's just really good at it. He's doing it really efficient." Like it's just it's enabling. It's not limited to Hasan. You know, it's not just his problem. It's streamer enabler culture, which is when you get to a certain level of popularity and a certain amount of your head up your ass, you feel you can do no wrong, and the audience feels that and goes, "Oh, they can do no wrong." We've seen it time and time and time and time. Think how many creators out there were in giant scandals and are still having successful careers. Yeah, they've taken a hit, but they're still thriving. I'll give you 2 great examples. SS Sniper Wolf and Dr. Disrespect. They were the talk of the town for months over the horrible things they did. Guess what? Sniper Wolf still makes like 100,000 new subs a month and 50, 60, 70, 80 million views a video or a month. And Dr. Disrespect still has a stream audience of like 15,000 people. Like, it doesn't matter. There's always going to be that click of you can do no wrong. It really does not matter what they do.
It does seem more dramatic though in the political commentator like streams or whatever. Like Destiny's another one who's always in drama and somehow continues to just come out of it.
Every one of them, XQC, Destiny, name any big streamer ever. Once you clear a certain threshold of fame, you literally can do no wrong unless you really, really like do wrong, like are actually found fucking with kids or I don't know, selling drugs or you know the stuff I'm talking about. But if it's kind of skirting that line of plausible deniability or rationalizing why, then you're good. You will have people behind you no matter what you do. Doesn't matter. Hasan is not going to hurt from this. He might lose viewers. He might be getting some stink eye for a bit. I would bet good money he will be perfectly fine after this. 100%.
Yeah, no, I agree. These audiences are so inbuilt and
and it's the audience
dead, basically.
It's the audience's problem because they encourage this kind of behavior. Not necessarily directly encourage, but they enable it. They say, "Oh, you're good, Hasan. It was an accident. You clearly didn't hurt the dog." Ha 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 ha.
They rationalize it in whatever way that they can so that they
exactly
can keep
right.
Subs
and my point is, I'm pointing a finger
at their favorite
I'm
streamer.
pointing a finger at my camera right now. You are the problem. If you out there watch these kind of streamers, you are the problem. It's your fault. Go fuck yourself. Don't listen to my podcast anymore. Anyway, continue.
Just what we need.
Yeah. I don't give a shit.
Even less listeners.
Fuck yeah.
Bonsai is best on Reddit says, Redditors are so fucking stupid. Can you check how much karma that Bonsai is best guy has, first of all, to see if he's a Redditor?
If he is Redditor, like a Super Saiyan.
He has 46,000 karma, meaning that he is a Redditor. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so.
Okay. Let's go back.
He's been a Redditor for 6 years.
Oh shit, I lost it. Okay, here we go. Damn it. Here.
Redditors are so fucking stupid. You can see her trip on her bed and him turn around to see what happened. His dog doesn't even wear a shock collar.
He says on Reddit.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want me to read more? Correlation does not
can I
equal
ask you a question,
causation.
though,
hold on.
Kaya, why is your Reddit like slanted and in Comic Sans? What the fuck?
That's the subreddit styling. If that is what happened, then why did he reach? Then what did he reach for and touch off to his left before she yiped? Jackson.
Correlation does not equal causation. Why are they debate broing this?
Tips Fedora. I push up my glasses. Losers. You're not ready for my final debate form.
Now, hang on.
Ad hominem.
I'm going to put my fedora on. I'm going to put 2 on. He's technically not wrong. Because again,
Well,
there
of course,
is
correlation does not.
Yeah.
It's such a nothing statement, though. Of course,
it's
everyone
not
knows.
tackling the heart of the issue. It's he's not wrong, but he's definitely being a big nerd about it. He's definitely not, having a conversation.
All you need to do is say what you said, basically. Like, yes, there is plausible deniability, but let's have a look at all of the evidence
Exactly.
or all of the behavior of Hasan surrounding the situation, and it doesn't paint a particularly flattering, portrayal.
Exactly.
And now it's like there's really no point in defending Hasan. The only thing that Hasan can do is either ignore it and like you said, come off completely fine because parasocial audiences.
So here are my options. Either I ignore it and everything's great, or I do something about it and I potentially lose.
Or if he wants to save face, which I feel like a lot of these streamers just regardless do, even though it doesn't really help them in the long run, they still want to, prove themselves superior or whatever. He can try to confirm or provide proof that there's no shock collar or anything. But at the end of the day, no one's going to believe that. Nothing's going to happen. No one's going to believe whatever evidence he comes out with. So it doesn't really matter.
I was just looking at more of this bonsai guy's comments here. Sorry. 6-year club. I mean, I think my Reddit account is older than that. Though admittedly, it's like collecting cobwebs. Dog wasn't wearing a shock collar. She's injured and yelped after she stretched, which is why he wanted her to lay down. Oh, well, hold on.
Well, no, the dog, the dog's walking around before that. So that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Emblematic of all of America's much more consequential.
There's no limp
violence.
there.
Yeah, she seems fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the same reason as to why America. Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Yeah, the leg that she retracts when she gets shocked. If they want to argue that the dog's leg is hurt, she's walking on it perfectly fine until that moment. Like, there's no.
She yelps long after, like, raising her.
She's not even really moving.
Listen,
Yeah.
Look, like she's already stepped on it and she was about to like lift it, or has already lifted it when she yelps.
Plus, when she yelps, she like pulls the leg really quickly. Which, if she was injured on that leg or whatever, I wouldn't necessarily think she'd move it very fast.
Also, if you listen very close to the audio, you can hear the dog go from the electricity coursing in her veins.
Her skeleton blinking in and out.
Yeah, her skeleton flashes in like an old cartoon. She looks at Hasan and blinks as she's all ash now, but only her eyes are back and remaining.
Yeah, it doesn't
classic.
matter.
No.
His behavior is inexcusable.
Yeah.
He should have
Lots
checked.
of dog experts now, though. A dog wouldn't react like that to getting shocked. If a dog was shocked around the neck, it wouldn't lift up its left paw like that. That was the right paw.
Can you scroll down like
That's
2
the
or
same
3?
account.
I saw,
Wait, that's the same account. I've seen.
I saw a good one. You fuck.
What?
Go back to the one you were just reading. It was like 2 below it.
Yeah, there. It's there.
Okay. Scroll down one more. I want to read that one. Okay, I love this one right here. Stop. Okay. How dumb are you? I don't even like Hasan or any political streamer for that matter, but he obviously didn't. Now remember that sentence. That's the key sentence to this whole thing, because right after that he says, typical liberal mindset.
What?
Oh, you don't like political streamers, huh? Huh. Interesting.
Only liberals care about.
You guys are
head
so
abuse.
stupid. You guys are so stupid. Like, I don't even own guns and I never shoot them. Typical non-gun owner mindset. It's so stupid. God damn it.
What the fuck is this? Republicans act like Kuchisake Onna is asking them these questions away. Is this anime references?
That's like the protagonist to
know.
Dan Dan or something, yeah.
We're going too deep right now. There's too
yeah,
many
we are.
references
I wanted to
understand.
only search dog free, or what was it? Pet free?
Pet free.
Pet free, yeah.
Let me see if they have anything to say just yet.
Wait, is that another post? Can you go back? Is that
Yeah.
another post removed by moderator on
Reddit
r/slash
sucks
modeling?
ass.
Why?
Hasan's pulling all the strings right now. I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck? Does he run the internet?
Hold on.
How is this being deleted so quickly? It's just a clip of him.
Okay, mildly infuriating. Well, I'm confused. It's still there on the old one, but on the new one it says remove.
I think
what is
I think
happening?
taking it off mildly infuriating makes sense, because it's not mildly infuriating, it's genuinely fucking infuriating. But all the others wouldn't make sense. That should stay up.
It's only his rival streamers that still have it
Yeah,
up, I
like live
guess.
stream fails, it 100% should be there. That's what that subreddit is for.
I guess not.
Why is it
Yeah.
being removed from these subreddits? Like, I know there's a lot of
I would bet
conspiracies
it's
about how
animal. I would bet if they do think it's animal abuse, they don't want animal abuse. Yeah.
maybe animal abuse is
That must be
which is
it.
comfort. Yeah, hopefully. That's
Sure.
weird.
Pet free has nothing to say unless I sort by new and nothing.
They're too busy trying to like put up diagrams of which parts of the dog are the most nutritious, you know. They're a little distracted.
They probably need a while for it to catch up to them.
Oh wait, in that clip did we see the dog's anus? Because if we didn't, Pet Free probably doesn't care.
Oh yeah,
That's a good callback
Yeah,
for like
something
3
to
episodes
lick.
ago.
All right, well that was our drama topic.
Well, bad streamer did bad thing. Who knew?
that was not funny at all. Just sad.
I'm wagging my finger
And
right
that
now.
was not funny. Thanks everyone for listening to the Not Funny podcast. Tomorrow we'll be talking about child death.
What's this clip?
See, it's already making me laugh.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Mainstream. I love her. I think her collar's too tight.
Well, it's
It's you have to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
She's like, it's because she has a lot of neck meat.
Okay.
Yeah, the look
Wow,
of
okay.
no.
So is that like an animal expert?
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it's his mom spoiling
Okay.
the dog.
If I don't know who that
You're
is, but
choking it.
it's such a
Spoiling the dog by letting it breathe.
You guys are so right about something, and it's so funny when you notice these patterns. I know there's a lot of reasons to dunk on talk show hosts, like Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon, whatever, for being, shitty or unfunny, whatever. But at least they have an idea of how to run a business and run entertainment, because they usually let their guests talk and present them and do things. Whereas these streamers, when they try to do the same shit, there's so much ego they throw at them. Oh, the dog's collar isn't too tight. She has too much neck meat. Shut up. Fuck.
Hold on, we have a response here. He responded apparently. It's only fair we play it.
Arguments on Thursday.
Oh my
we should
God.
note that new CBS.
Is there like a
that
fucking
Jimmy Fallon?
LSF video or something? Is that why there's like hella
Does look
people
like
coming
Jimmy
in here
Fallon.
and screeching?
He's still streaming. Does he never
Is
stop?
that what's going on?
It's an LSF video. Not anymore.
Oh,
He's sending
classic.
text messages right now to Twitch moderators or Reddit moderators. Delete it.
Shut it down.
It started on D, then H3, then LSF is the classic pipeline.
Classic pipeline of
Fucking
animal
die,
abuse.
dude. Yes, I am incredibly abusive to the not only best trained, but also the
Best electrocuted.
best behaving and most spoiled dog on the planet. Is from when Kaya yelped. Yeah, she yelped because she fucking clipped herself on something when she was getting off the bed.
Off the bed. She was getting on the bed.
But like, look at yourself in the mirror, dude. Look how you're talking. Yeah, my dog hurt herself. Okay. Like, there's no concern there. There's no anything. It's all about getting back to talking to these wastoids that are watching you as fast as humanly possible. I don't care if my dog's hurt. Oh, I don't care what happened. I don't care if people are saying stuff. Let's get back to watching the news together, chat that I totally care about and don't just want money from. It's pathetic behavior. It's just pathetic adulting. It really is.
He's still streaming right now, so he hasn't stopped streaming since she yelped. So it's still the same stream. He could actually prove it. Like he just show us the collar right now. Then
That's actually a good point. Actually,
if he's still streaming, like leave her on the frame so she hasn't left. Bring it, yeah. Show the collar. That's what I would do.
I mean, she can't leave.
Yeah, well, you take the camera over there. Actually, did she yelp when the back leg went off? No, it never went off. What did she clip herself on? I don't see any.
He's like not even handling it well if it is what happened. All you'd have to do is say, yeah, she wears a shock collar for training. I accidentally hit the button. I'm sorry. And in the moment react.
Accidentally. Actually, look at him. It's not accidental. He's like looking at it, whatever it is off screen.
It's on his fucking Stream
man,
Deck.
what do you want from me? I'm trying to find any sort of out here, man. That's all there is to it, you know?
Well, that is the out. If he doesn't like show the color right now, if he doesn't show since it's the same stream, like he hasn't gone off screen or stream, so there's there's no kind of sense that he would change things in between streams or hide evidence or whatever.
Wait.
He could do it right now.
I know what we need to do. We need to watch the VOD of the stream and see if he's been dropping hints all stream. Like, what if he's watching a news article and going, wow, chat, that was really shocking, and he winks. Stuff like that.
Yeah, dropping little hints.
I have no dog in this fight.
What is he, the Joker? Like, why is he a Batman villain now?
He starts painting his face. First, we shock the dog, then we shock the Batman.
Yep, so I guess we'll update you guys on what happens next week with Hasan's dog electrocution streamathon, I guess, whatever he's doing right now.
My money's on nothing. Nothing happens. That's my bad.
My money's on Trapdoor with like spikes underneath.
Just drops the dog next time.
But it does like a Scooby-Doo, like when it falls down. and he hears that noise and he looks at the camera. He's like, no, she is fine. She makes that noise all the time. Thank you for the 10,000 subscriptions.
I will real quick provide what's it called? I'll play the middle. I'll play devil's advocate here. Why would he electrocute his dog on stream when he knows that the outcome would be it yelping?
Look, I think there's still plausible deniability that the dog did get startled and this just looks bad. And I would normally be like, who knows? But the fact he reacts with nothing is what really tips me over, because you would at least react.
Why do streamers do anything?
Dude, all I know for sure is that Destiny would never.
Yeah, the streamer I like is definitely better than this guy.
Destiny's in no drama currently.
Wow. What
an angel. You people are schizophrenic. If he didn't yell at his dog, you want to just slide this into your, want to do downvoted? Since we're all here anyway. Like, we might as well.
Do you have the slide? Do you want to pop it open? If you're already streaming.
Oh, you want to, can you send them to me on Discord real quick?
Is the downvoted this week going to be r/Hasan Piker?
No.
Does he even have a sub? What is this subreddit?
r/animal abuse.
Oh, it is just
r/pet furry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on here.
Yeah, this is how the younger generation gets news, by the way.
Oops.
They have jingling keys and shock dogs to keep them interested in politics. That's good shit. That's what we need.
Bro, it is sad. It is just Reddit.
It's extremely goddamn sad. Government can be cool, man. It can be cool. You just have to care. You just have to be like, damn, this shit's fucking confusing. I love it.
I do like how that stream, going back to what you said, Andrew, about him dropping hints and stuff, like the entire 30 seconds before he allegedly electrocutes the dog, he's talking about how he hates the country and how violent it is and everything, and then he electrocutes an innocent dog.
It's like a cartoon. Yeah.
If true.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Is there no dark mode on this? How do I present?
You had it on dark mode and then you turned it off for some reason.
Well, I wanted it to look the way Jackson intended it to look.
No, it should be fine with dark mode on.
Okay.
I made it when dark mode was on.
Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah.
Okay, so this week's episode of Downvoted. This is the series, the new little segment that we're doing where we take another online community, worst online community, and rate it compared to last week's, which was, what was last week's?
r/penis,
cutting off my penis.
Runaway penis, something.
Yeah, something to do with cutting off penis.
Penectomy.
Yeah, penectomy too. Let me see what the poll is at. And the community before that on Downvoted was r/pet free, which we've referenced. So we let our Patreon audience vote, or our membership site audience vote on which one of those two was worse and which one will continue to be rated against this week's episode. So between r/pet free and r/penectomy 2, both of you voted for pet free, right?
It was worst, yeah.
Yeah, and I think our rationale for both of us was penectomy is ultimately people mutilating themselves, whereas pet-free is potentially harmful to other people's pets and communities.
Yeah, the whole idea was at least the penectomy 2 people are only cutting off their own penises at the end of the day.
Exactly, which is fine. You can do that, but don't. You can cut off your dick, but don't kill my dog, I think was our argument.
Yeah. I took it the other way. I've personally thought that r/penectomy 2 was worse because they were kind of convincing other people to cut off their own penises as well. Whereas
you
it
cut
felt
yours
like
off, right?
pet free
To try it?
Yeah, it worked on me. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that'd be why. You might have a horse in this fight or a dog to shock, if you will.
Yeah, I'm biased. I'm
Horse
biased
in this
because
fight.
I lost my penis.
Did I say horse in this fight?
Yeah.
Horse fighting. That's what they're bred for. The real stallions are bred to fight and box.
Okay, so the audience voted for r/pet free as well. 70% voted for r/pet free. So r/pet free will be continuing on. This week we're looking at, next slide.
Oh. Zero COVID community.
Well, that's
Submitted
good.
by Dalton Dowell.
I want to
38,000
eradicate
visitors.
COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Sounds good so far.
It's a good goal. It's a good goal.
I mean, yeah, zero. So hang on a minute.
38,000
I know
weekly
nothing about
visitors.
this subreddit. I knew about the other two. I knew nothing about this one. It's called Zero COVID Community. At a glance, I if it's like about making efforts to eradicate COVID or social distance or get people vaxxed, I'm down. That sounds good. Sure.
It's almost 2026, but okay, we'll get into it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah.
Contestant 3. Oh, sorry. Okay. Shall I? You tell me when to.
No,
all right.
You keep. Well, I don't want to. You just keep going. Okay, so the Zero COVID community is a place where people who are passionate about reducing the transmission of SARS-CoV-2 and protecting those who are at high risk can come together with a shared vision for the future. We are here to discuss the coronavirus pandemic, share info, and support one another. Individual mitigations can be forced response to a lack of systemic solutions, but it is the latter that should be the main subject of activism. Engineering is better than hate. I don't.
Okay.
And then I
weird.
did. I did. Yeah, it was posted in 20. It was created in at the end of 2022. When did COVID happen? 2020.
Now hold on a minute. So COVID, I think, really flared up in 2020. Started in 2019. I want to take a guess. I've never seen this community before, and I'm going to hope I'm right. Is this a fake out community where it's like, oh, we're totally about blocking COVID, and then you open it and it's like, look at our vast collection of horse porn. Like it's something totally different. Because that would be awesome. No. That would be so funny.
It would be slightly less insane if that were the case.
Okay. All right. I'm on board.
And then I also, just to show the state of Reddit as well, this community with 38,000 weekly visitors or whatever has about 10 different moderators. Which I find very funny. And I did click on all of their accounts and they've all got like, I don't know, like 100K comment karma and shit like that. They're like turbo Reddit users.
Mm-hmm.
So very, very permanently online people. Continue on. These are some of the rules. Kai, you can read through them if you want.
Be respectful. Be supportive. No intentional harm or misinformation. No trolling. No fatalism or toxic negativity. You're going to see a lot of toxic negativity and fatalism, in fact, on this sub, by the way.
Okay.
No, what the fuck? What is happening? Why did it go back?
Yeah, because so far there's no problem yet. Like this is all fine.
No pandemic apathy. That means if you're like, it's 2026, it's just the flu, you're gonna get banned. Goddamn. Okay, you cannot click on these. I'm learning.
No, they're pictures. What do you mean?
They're pictures.
No, I mean if I click in the tab, it skips. No vaccine bullying or intimidation, no gaslighting, no low-value content, no advertising, no preaching of religion, no harassment, bullying, or brigading, no hate or discrimination, no inciting or glorifying violence or harm. 2, be supportive. The ongoing pandemic is hard enough. On this forum, we aim to center the most impacted and vulnerable. Please be kind and supportive of one another. Do not dismiss, mock, or otherwise demean the struggles of one another. We're already banned. If all you can offer is unhelpful negativity, please do not engage in a particular matter. 6. No pandemic apathy. This community is for supporting the prevention and mitigation of COVID-19 and other diseases. Users are not allowed to express a lack of caring about COVID-19 or the harm caused by it, or the opinion that nothing needs to be done to mitigate it. 12. No preaching of religion. Our community is an open forum to talk about science-based issues, not religion. Tips Fedora.
Oh, yeah.
9. No gaslighting. Gaslighting is the practice of manipulating someone by psychological means into doubting their own sanity. For example, gaslighting can include accusing those who are concerned about the virus of being mentally ill, or referring to... This is foreshadowing. What they in the business, Andrew, they call this foreshadowing. This is foreshadowing.
I'm a creative writer and I'm a media analyst, so I'm going to tell you how this is like slowly leaning me into the slow burn of what's going on here. You presented the initial facts, which is, it's people who are, complaining about COVID and talking about how to be safe about it. Okay, there's still some COVID going around. It's not gone. We still get, okay, fine. But now...
No, it's like the flu or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a flu. It's still there. You can get it. Yeah, there's vaccines, and it's annoying, and it might be dangerous if you're unhealthy, but okay, whatever. But now we're getting to like the little subtle twist, like something's not right here. And I like to think a science-based community doesn't need a rule for no gaslighting with definitions of what gaslighting is. That's kind of where my brain's going, wait a minute, something ain't right here. Hold on.
The whole gaslighting rule is if you call us insane, then you're wrong, basically.
Yes.
That's all it is. It's a defense against being called
Very
insane.
But the surface is still okay. We're still okay. It's still okay.
If you had a pie chart of every demographic on Earth, like the little slice that says like middle-aged women, that just expanded to 99% of the pie of just like mentally ill women who don't want to be told, maybe you should get over this and like go outside again.
Maybe it's not healthy, yeah.
That is gaslighting, yeah. Mentally ill or referring to those who have been hurt by vaccines as anti-vaxxers. Okay, so who wants to read this one?
I'll read this one. I haven't read anything in a while. Okay.
I haven't readed.
I haven't readed much more. Not know what say. Okay.
Rooted.
Dealing with friends who aren't CC. What does CC stand for?
COVID conscious.
COVID conscious. Okay.
I know, by the way, I should I guess full disclosure, this subreddit I have discovered and sent to Jackson over the course of the last 2 years because I just revel in their tears. I hate these people very deeply, and I'm very familiar with this entire subreddit. So if you have any questions, treat me as the index. I'm the legend.
Okay.
As far as this math goes.
What is COVID?
Well, okay, so do you know what China is?
No. Can you start from the beginning?
Start from feudal China, please.
Yeah, start from the beginning of China's history, if you don't mind. I'm quite partial to the Zhang Ji era. Anyway, hey all, over the years I've found it harder and harder to be around people who are not CC, COVID conscious, for reminder. I really value other people's lives and doing as little harm to others as possible. And that's a trait I have come to value in friends. Okay, now the wheels are turning. Now like the spooky jump scare twist of this. You guys know when you're on Steam and you see a video game and it's like, oh, it's a children's educational game, ha ha ha, and then it's actually secretly like scary and fucked up. You know what I mean? That's starting to come to the surface with the way these people talk, where it's like, this seems like more than just a COVID prevention community. Because who the fuck needs to say, oh, I have empathy and I like other people to have empathy? Anyway. However, those same friends are no longer masking. Sorry. Those same friends are no longer masking unless visiting me, a chronically ill disabled person who asked them to mask around me. I get the start of this pandemic was incredibly traumatic, and our government and public health officials have failed us and lied to us. But you have someone in your life who has broken down many times over this pandemic and also occasionally shared scientific facts about the ongoing pandemic and why it's important everyone masks. Wouldn't you listen at some point? Yes, some of this is my ego talking, but a bigger part is that they are continuing to spread this deadly and disabling virus, and at some point, they're doing this more willingly than out of denial of the situation. And it's hard to want to be friends with people who do that. or even be friends with people who aren't willing to learn and start to be better when told they are making others sick. Anyone else struggle with this? I don't want to be all, I can't be friends with you if you don't mask, because wow, it sounds controlling. But also, I don't know if I can be friends with people who are choosing their temporary comfort over the safety of others. Does this person just assume that everyone has COVID at all times?
Yes.
Is that what this community is?
Yeah, zero COVID community doesn't actually mean zero COVID. It means 1 million COVID that is everywhere at all times. But also,
it's hypochondria.
Yes, to an insane degree. It's like preppers.
We've gotten to the
like
twist.
Preppers.
It's not even hypochondria. This subreddit is dedicated to neurotic people who go on here to vent about losing friends and spouses because they are literally mentally ill because of the flu. And a lot of them
they're
claim,
bragging about it. They're bragging about losing friends. They're cutting off friends, really.
Well, they brag about it. My favorite genre is the ones where they're lamenting it.
Everyone knows the most empathetic and caring people are the ones who start all their sentences with, I need my friends to be empathetic and caring like I am. Everyone knows that.
What I call the Steven Universe effect. That's like the Tumblr thing where they go, friendship is magic, and then there's psychopaths.
I like my friends to consistently and constantly inundate me with scientific facts. Please lecture me.
Here's what it actually is like.
Too. They go, could you please inundate me with scientific facts? Like they're really hype
as long
about
as they
it.
As long as they confirm my biases, yeah, please.
It's basically, hey guys, I'm gonna have a birthday party, but it's gonna be outside in the middle of a meadow, and I want all of you to mask, quadruple mask, and also I need to see your latest vaccination record. And all of their friends are like, dude, Becky, we're not doing this anymore. We're not doing this in 2025. Like, can we just have a fun night inside? And they go, no. And then they go on Reddit and write, I lost all my friends. No one's replying to me. What did I do?
But also in this post, this is from a day ago, so this is still going in like end of 2025. This post, like the friends, the person says that the friends mask around them. What else do you want?
Okay, hang on. I'm looking up.
However, those same friends are no longer masking unless visiting me. They're doing what you want.
So I'm looking these facts up because I really want to make this point, and I think it's what's going to crumble anything these people ever have to say ever. So their entire shtick is, COVID is alive and real and still there, and we need to mask and we need to be careful. Now, I have a question for them, for everyone on the subreddit. Why are they not afraid of the Spanish flu or the Black Plague, which killed far, far, far more people and were far more contagious?
They are okay. I see you don't quite get how mentally ill they are. They are afraid of that. COVID is just the trendiest one. Okay, how about we keep reading? You'll see.
Okay.
Well, how many people die from just the regular flu each year? It's still like something crazy, right? It's like
a shitload of people.
It's like 600,000 people die from flu.
Yeah, like a fuckload. Just a ton of people who get regular illnesses and are either old or weak or this or that just die from it. Straight up. Happens all the time.
Well, it causes like, pneumonia and shit like that.
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen died of pneumonia, and it was just because he was old. Like, he just couldn't fight it.
Yeah, that should be pointed out, by the way, that it's if you're super morbidly obese, 400 pounds or 80, yeah, you should be afraid. But these are like 37-year-old neurotic women. Did you finish reading this one, by the way?
I did.
I forget. Okay, and Jackson, do you want to take this one? Deluxe orange
one. Okay, so this is a comment from someone replying to that, that thread that says, I could have written this. So yes, same boat. For me, it's less, I don't want to be friends with you because of a mask, and more, our values around the areas of eugenics and ableism are not aligning anymore. I just don't understand these people who are my friends. The fact that they can go on without caring if others get sick or become disabled or die when I care very much. Our values are not lining up. They know, and I know that they know because they know me, and I've shared information and personal experience, aka scientific facts, with them. They know, and they don't care. To be clear, I'm talking about people who are perfectly able to mask and can afford to do so and choose not to, because of course it's very expensive to buy a mask, and people who can't afford masks should be allowed. That's a valid excuse. I know there are real reasons some people cannot mask, and this is not directed at them. Like if you're not born with a mouth.
Okay, more context for Andrew. So if you go to the movie theater and the movie theater doesn't call the National Guard with their bayonets to throw you out for not masking, they call that eugenics. Because now these neurotic women, they're not allowed to see a movie because of people like you, because you refuse to fucking mask during a 3-hour movie.
Oh,
so that's eugenics.
Yeah, because I know what a vaccine is because I'm not stupid. Got it.
But also, these people do not go outside.
Oh, definitely not. These are definitely shut-ins that are writing this kind of shit, for sure.
They don't go outside, but they
preppers.
Specifically, they complain about the fact that they cannot go outside, even though it's a hell of their own making. That's the thing. And you don't have to feel bad for them at all, and we probably will get to why. Until Darkness, I'll read this last one. Yeah, it's about values to me. I solved, quote unquote, this problem by moving countries and being completely unable to make friends. But I guess I'd phrase it like, quote, I don't want to be friends with people who don't value community health and solidarity the way I do. Shrug emoji.
What country did you move to that everyone is still COVID masking? Where did you go?
Well, Japan wears a lot of masks. Like a lot of those.
But that's not
Asian
for
countries wear a lot of
COVID.
masks.
No, it's not for COVID. Yeah, and even then, that's not everybody.
Can I read this one?
Sure.
Mask emoji. It's the regular emoji, but wearing a mask. Masks can be a symbol of resistance against both COVID and fascism.
Okay.
Labeled activism 12 days ago. This weekend's protests are an excellent opportunity to normalize mask wearing as a tool in our arsenal to protect against COVID. Smoke or fascist state surveillance, for example.
You read those like a Mortal Kombat announcer. Protect against COVID, smoke, or fascist state surveillance. Like, I'd play that. That sounds
my
awesome.
favorite fatality, fascist state surveillance. Up, down, back, Trump, AB. If you are planning on attending, it might be a good idea to 1. Proactively bring up masks in the organizational spaces and encourage people to wear them. So A, nag. B, bring extra N95 or even surgical if budget doesn't allow masks to give out to friends or strangers near you. So B, nag.
Wait. Do those masks protect against like tear gas and shit?
Well, this is already a thing because she's like, this person said, I have a brilliant idea, everyone. We can wear masks not only to protect COVID, but for protesting, which has been a thing for God knows how long.
Yeah,
people
they all
already wear masks to protest.
Yeah.
That's been the thing.
I like how the surgical mask is supposed to protect you from like tear gas, which
I don't think
it's sort of in the name. Like tear gas doesn't just work on your throat. You know? It kind of hurts your eyes too.
My eyes. They're gonna have to wear little N95 masks around their eyes too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Second even more content. Lore dump. Andrew, what is J.K. Rowling's? Was it the Wizarding World? They give new COVID variants a new name every single week because the thing just keeps mutating, and while the rest of us are just like at the grocery store buying shit, they're just sitting inside, naming them stuff like the Nimbus variant is starting to spread. So it's important for us as COVID-conscious people to be mindful and stay safe, particularly in areas where lots of strangers are chanting and mixing, even if outdoors. The regime we're fighting against is actively harming and undermining COVID research, vaccine access, and pandemic defenses across the board. Wearing an N95 is about protecting yourself, but it's also about legitimate protest, and we should try to convince everyone, even those who are not so COVID conscious, to join us in solidarity in this historic all-hands-on-deck moment. All-hands-on-deck moment that none of us heard of 12 days ago, by the way. What was this protest?
So the place from which I derive my incredible ego and standards is asking a question of common society, which is, what do you do? Like, describe to someone what you do with your life. And when I hear that they're naming these variants, things like the Nimbus variant, my brain goes to a different place of celebrating human achievement. You guys know when there's scientists in labs and they discover, let's say, a new element, and one of them goes, let's name it Americum, because America, and they all high five, and it's like, yeah, we discovered it, we did it. Like, that's not lame. But in this context, calling COVID the Nimbus variant is so lame. Because what do? They're just sitting around staring at mutating viruses and going, that the Nimbus is going to kill me. The Sprinkledorf is going to kill me. The this is that's going to kill me. You've ruined it. You've ruined a fun, playful name for me. You know?
The Voldemort variant. Bruh,
he's the worst
October.
one.
It's October 7th, 2025 as we're recording this, and they're still like catching up on COVID variants.
If a COVID scientist came out and said, we have discovered the Nimbus variant and it's shaped like a Nimbus cloud, so we called it that, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. Silly name, I like it. But when these people say it, I'm like, could you just stop? I don't like it. It's lame when you say it, you know?
Whoops. My bad. Damn it. Okay, Lorna so this is a reply by Lorna Carrington, says, so true. This is definitely a disability rights issue as well. Power Bottom Bear.
Yeah, that's my
Power
hero.
Bottom Bear 92. Let's go.
He's my favorite. He's a power
Bottom Bear 92 says, protecting from COVID, smoke, and fascism? That's not a mask. That's a Marvel Infinity Gauntlet. We're literally the Avengers fighting against Orange Thanos.
Okay, I think that guy's making jokes with a name like Power Bottom Bear.
Not.
I think
I thought that as well. I thought that as well, but I went into his comments and stuff, and he like posts similar stuff across like.
Well, then wouldn't that mean he's just trolling everywhere? That sounds like a joke.
I mean, it's like seems consistent in his beliefs. Like he's always talking about Donald Trump and like criticizing Trump and stuff.
It's possible.
It just seems like
it's possible.
Anyway.
I wouldn't doubt it. You know, it sounds like a joke, but I could also see him being just a Redditor in Reddit.
Who wants to read which?
I'll read this one, and then someone can read Fireball. All right, so
okay.
I don't know if it's going to be over, but I'm giving up by next year. Everyone else gets to live their lives. That's over dramatic. Jesus Christ.
That is, if anything, one of the more level-headed people on this subreddit. I'm telling you, they're so resentful. Okay, just for context for why you don't have to feel bad for these people and their mental illness, you guys remember those COVID snitch hotlines that multiple cities set up where you could call and be like, hey, my neighbor is having a barbecue in his backyard despite like the curfew. These are the kind of people who would call in. So now they're all resentful. Years and years, like half a fucking decade later, they're like, why do other people get to go to the movie theater?
They seem resentful that society hasn't completely collapsed and we haven't like everything's not burning down and stuff. Like they were they weren't proven right.
Yeah, because they were in a zombie apocalypse fanfic scenario. Finally, I'm a shut-in neat loser. I don't have friends, but you know what? I have an excuse now.
And I get why they're saying these things because they're paranoid and self-aggrandizing, but nothing is stopping them from still wearing masks. You can still do that. Mask culture is accepted now. If you go to the grocery store with a mask, no one will care. It's not weird. It's crazy.
I give them stink eye. I cringe look at them.
What? No, yeah. I would rather some people who... Okay, no. Look, if you go to the grocery store and you have a mild cold or you're not feeling too good, wear a mask. Why not? It's common courtesy. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, yeah, I really don't care about people wearing masks and shit in public. I really don't care about that.
I'm perfectly fine if you want to wear a mask in public.
I care about people being delusional and like living their lives inside for the rest of their existence because they believe that if they go outside, they'll immediately catch COVID and die. Like that's a level of derangement that is kind of scary.
Fireball Excel. Your turn.
Just wearing a mask is fine. Honestly, I have the same deadline. I've already lost so much. My marriage, seeing my kid without a mask. What?
He used to look so good in his mask, but then he took it off, and now I hate it.
Wait, no, does he mean that he's given up seeing his kid without a mask, so he only ever sees the kid wearing a mask now? He's always masked?
That is such paranoia. I mean, to put your fucking masking over your kid is despicable and downright absolutely needs to be treated.
I don't know what his face looks like. I only know what the N95 mask looks like now.
Oh my Lord.
Marriage. I've lost my marriage, seeing my kid without a mask, my career, my social life to this virus, all while watching everyone else live 2019 and be happy while laughing or coughing in my N95 masked face. If I reach summer it sounds like a fetish almost. If I reached summer 2025, that will be 5 years of my life wasted. If there's no sign of either a vaccine or cure that actually prevents long COVID or widespread long COVID amongst my circle, I'm going to admit that I may have been wrong about the level of risk and slowly re-enter normal society. I didn't sign up to do this forever. 5 years is already way too long. Obviously doesn't apply if legit hope is on the horizon or if the effects become noticeable IRL for others around me, making me seem less crazy.
Buddy,
well, at least he's kind of aware that maybe he was wrong.
the signs are there, buddy. People went back to normal about 2 years, 3 years ago. Like, it's over. You can go outside again. Just look outside. You'll see. Everything's fine.
God, he hasn't seen his kid's face without a mask. That's terrifying.
Look. Started in 2019, got bad in 2020. Even all through 2021, I'd give it to you. But sometime late 2022, you gotta start checking on life again. Be like, oh, are we back to normal? We're kind of back to normal, aren't we? Like, all vaccinated and everything's fine. Come on, man.
At least he's not doubling down. At least he's getting out of it, maybe.
One time I sent Jackson one of these posts where it was a mom whose like 12-year-old got COVID. Because these psychos test daily, of course. Mm-hmm. And she told him to wear a mask inside the house and locked him in his room for like a week until he tested negative again. Basically like airlocking him inside his own room and giving him like rations like a prisoner. These people are sick. Lightning Paper.
Now, hang on. Now, normally, Kaya, I'd be on your side and be like, that's fucking sadistic. But then again, we're in 2025. That kid probably wanted to be locked in his room so he could hop on Fortnite and not have to do anything.
Wearing a mask, though, I don't know. I want a Fortnite free balling, in my undies. If even that.
Did you get your COVID test before playing Fortnite? I can't play Fortnite with people with COVID. It spreads over the internet.
Lightning Paper, I'll take this one. I'm so sorry this is happening to you, but I wouldn't necessarily characterize it like that. I can't imagine what both you and your partner are going through. But is he feeling depressed? Isolated? Anxious? Because brunch might seem simple, but sometimes these simple things that we all lost during COVID wind up being profoundly missed. And we sometimes take extra risks every now and then against our better judgment. He's sorry, he is, what rule is he breaking? The apathy? No, minimizing?
Yeah, fatalism?
Yeah, he's doing a heckin' rule breaking. I just don't know which one specifically. I'm sorry that you feel betrayed after being such a great partner, but he may have just really needed to feel a sense of normalcy in the face of this health crisis, and COVID. I hate this culture of people being careless, and I wish his friends, knowing he had cancer, would have also taken precautions. Well, Risky, we are at a point in the pandemic where catching COVID is more treatable than ever, and I'd bet you're both going to be fine. All right, so this is where... This is where Zero COVID Judge Dredd rolls up in his fucking dread bike. He takes out his movie.
I would watch
that. You're
going
to be fine. You're not going to be fine. No one's going to be fine.
You've got COVID, creep. 30 years in the isolation bubble.
He takes out his lawgiver too. What was it, the lawgiver? Vaccine rounds 2 incendiary. And he says,
I want this movie poster, so bad.
Your poster comment has been removed because it expresses a lack of caring about the pandemic and the harm caused by it.
You there, creep. Did I hear you coughing? I see you're wearing a mask, but where's your backup mask and your secondary mask? 20 years in the isolation bubble.
This guy wasn't even saying anything like that. He was like, I wish people would like take more precautions and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, but man. No,
I literally just still like, yeah, it's awful. The world is ending still. COVID is so deadly, but like maybe he can have brunch one time in his life. And immediately the mod is like, nah.
It's such an oddly specific like hypochondria subreddit. I get hypochondria generally being like, oh, germs and the flu and measles, oh shit. But these guys really just want to hate COVID, like really bad. It's so funny.
Okay. I'll let you guys decide who reads.
Jackson, read
Trying to assess the risk of what I did. Basically, I was at a theme park yesterday, was pretty crowded, and I had to add mark to eat.
How could you?
I've been a naughty boy.
Yeah, really. Going to have fun in a public place? No, sir.
I had to unmask to eat, probably for like 5 minutes max. Guessing less than that, though. I unmasked at other points to drink water. It was outside. Just wondering the likelihood of getting sick from this or if anyone has similar experiences. COVID rates are high in my area right now, sad face. I really didn't want to have to unmask, but I knew if I didn't eat anything, I'd feel awful. And then the top comment just says, I think it's amazing that you're in high school and still this cautious over 5 years in.
Oh,
don't reward people for being this paranoid. Oh my god.
Or being in high school and not knowing better. That's not a good way to raise someone.
Like the level of guilt that they feel for taking off a mask to eat and drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you going to keep reading this?
Hypochondria. You can.
You should keep. Okay, well, this person keeps giving advice to the, I assume is a teenager here. So next time you'll know you don't feel comfortable with something like that and can instead make other plans. So for example, eat a lot before and after. Only spend half a day there. Sip valve. Really try to find a deserted place in the park, etc. So just minimize fun, minimize living. You know, if you really try hard, you can. Have you tried going without friends? Have you tried not going?
Have you tried going in one of those little like ball bubbles that you can live inside and roll around
like
in?
A bubble
like
boy,
a hamster
yeah.
bubble.
Yeah, bubble boy. Yeah.
It's impossible to not be occasionally imperfect, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't think there's a... What the fuck?
You broke it.
Did
COVID got you, Kaya. Run.
Ah! No, don't look at the man behind the curtain. Hold on. Okay,
That's the Wizard of Oz.
Back to where we are. Auberry Ferry says, sick of life, vent tag. I'm in US and Canada, not Canada, California. I'm white,
I'm in the
Gen
US
Z.
and Canada. I have a really fucked up
I know.
passport.
I'm white, Gen Z, queer, neurodiverse. So we're already off to a good start. And what I think is Ehlers-Danlos and osteoarthritis.
Hey there, this is me stepping in real quick. If you think you have a medical diagnosis, chances are you don't, or you should go to a doctor.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, you can't just say,
Yeah.
I think I have this fucked up condition. Okay.
Just catching them like Pokemon.
I think I have $1 billion in the bank, you guys. That's not how it works. I had to quit my job recently because I was being exploited by my boss and experienced my wage being withheld. This put me into autistic burnout. My food stamps last 4 quarters of a week each month, and my doctor visits are dismissive towards my symptoms and try to sedate me. And
that's
try to
not a good
sedate
sign.
me. No, that's the other theme. This is a whole genre of posts
When
on
the
the subreddit.
doctors try to tell me that I don't have this certain, disease.
No, not just that, but like they will go to the doctor quadruple masked, and the doctor will be like, you can take that off in here. It's fine. And they'll go, oh, I can't believe my doctor is anti-science.
Close. That's not what they say. What they say is, oh, I can't believe my doctor.
This is for my protection. You're taking eugenics. Okay, so the doctors try to sedate me with anti-anxiety and depression medications. I'm not fucking depressed. I'm fed up with the ableism, racial bigotry towards my partner, who's Mexican. She's terrified,
all
and
these
I'm
nouns.
terrified for her.
All these labels. There's so many labels in this.
I know,
Just
he's
in general.
collecting them. Yeah. I recently was exposed to COVID by my roommate, and it's taking me as long as a week to recover, so I can't do any side hustles or bring in income. My SSI claim, Social Security something, income?
Yes.
I don't know what that
I
is.
used to know what that stood for. I'll look it up.
My Social Security, my SSI claim has been submitted, but we all know
Some
that
kind
takes
of welfare.
fucking years to get through, and lawyers are rejecting me because apparently I'm not allowed as a disabled person to have domestic partnership, and they think my SSI claim will be rejected.
So
I want
it's,
out of this country.
It's government assistance, supplemental security income. So basically, like disability, or if you need money from the government.
Yeah, so welfare.
That makes sense for people who are actually disabled. Wouldn't you know? You can actually go to the doctor, but when they tell you, hey, you're insane, we need to sedate you, maybe you don't get the assistance. Is it better elsewhere? Is there hope? I have no aspirations or life goals anymore. No dreams. I want lay down on the earth and let her swallow me whole. I don't have the motivation or energy to find community. I feel so let down. Capitalism has told me I'm a burden, and I'm internalizing it.
Go outside.
No. What
But,
if
like this is
do you
such
want
a
me to
clear case of touch grass, man. Life is not this hard. Go
grass
outside.
has COVID.
Oh yeah, fair. There is COVID in the grass.
All right, your turn.
That's where the
One of you.
COVID lives.
I'm gonna. So I like how this is written. So I'm gonna do it like a nice little educational narrator. How to talk to someone I live with about their risk taking without sounding like an asshole. Too long didn't read. The person I live with respects that I'm CC and masks indoors outside of the home / says they're on the same page as me. Taking precautions. Buddy, this is a Reddit post, not an email. you can talk. You don't have to put all these little things here. Anyway,
you're arguing with Skin Tags McGee, by the way. That's
sorry,
his username.
I care about the Skin Tags community. Okay.
Gross.
Regularly stops by our extremely non-CC neighbors to socialize maskless for stretches of time up to 1 to 2 hours. We've talked about it dozens of times before, but they just don't seem to grasp that this is an unnecessary risk that puts us both in potential danger of exposure to COVID or other contagious illnesses. I'm looking for tips on how to bring it up with them again without seeming like I'm nagging, being judgmental, or being condescending. The problem, Skin Tags McGee, is you're being paranoid and hypochondriac.
Yeah. And you are also nagging and being judgmental and condescending. Hope that
all
helps.
of the above.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like this person that they're living with, who I can only assume is like their mum or something, is like probably, she's like always wearing a mask around them, but she just wants to talk to someone outside away from this person, and that's still not enough for them. They're not even saying like wear masks out there or have the person you're talking to wear masks. It seems like it's just literally don't go outside. That's what they really want. They want the person they're living with to not go outside or talk with anyone.
You know that trope, like the horror movie trope, where you will have like an overbearing grandma or the mom of the family just like screaming at the child not to talk to anybody and stuff? It'll be like an inbred family. Yeah. Creepy.
It is very fucking creepy.
All right, Jackson, you can take the right one.
Why do so many disabled people not mask? This is just a general vent, and I'm wondering if there's anyone else in this subreddit who has similar thoughts or feelings. I'm part of the disability community, specifically the dwarfism community. As of right now, I feel like I'm the only person in the whole world with dwarfism who regularly masks. There's about 700,000 little people worldwide, so there must be a few others. But my thoughts are increased when I see that a national dwarfism group just had a super spreader event. What is that, like just a maskless event?
Super spreader is, it's kind of like a code term for lots of people, no masks or precautions. So if someone's sick,
right?
Otherwise known as having fun. But, you know, like conventions and concerts, like, you know, someone's sick, therefore everyone's going to get sick.
Okay. I see that a national dwarfism group just had a super spreader event and not a single person was wearing masks in any photos I saw. It's hard to connect to your own community and the wider disability community when a lot of them don't mask. Well, this is like showing my, you know, unfamiliarity with people with dwarfism or whatever, like that whole condition. But are they more at risk for like COVID related, you know, deaths or whatever due to dwarfism?
Their immune systems are smaller, I guess. I don't know.
Is that how that works? I don't know.
Good. That's a really good question, actually.
Yeah, like I get like old people are more at risk for, you know, a death from COVID and things like that, or complications.
I found a thread of people arguing what people with dwarfism should be called during COVID. I don't think that's the right thread.
No.
Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. I believe it or not, I'm not a medical doctor, so I don't know.
Well, they do have a slighter, you know, life expectancy, right? They're like, they don't live as long as
and they have they also have dads who disown them as bastards and then fuck their wives and get shot on the toilet by a crossbow.
Just like you may have seen on TV.
Yeah, that was a documentary of all the dwarf people in the world. So they either do that or they shave their heads and become smaller clones of evil supervillains.
You can read the next one, Kyle.
When to come out of quarantine mode. I'm struggling with a conundrum. Last week, my kid had a mask fail at school. Her SIP valve fell out. She mitigated the damage at her SIP valve. I guess that's like this thing here that Jackson put on that has like a straw hole, so you don't have to take the mask off to even take a sip of water. Yeah, you can never breathe clean air. Thank God. She mitigated the damage as well as she could, pinched the hole closed, and immediately went outside to change her mask. But we decided to do a quarantine for a week and test her daily just to be sure. We've been masking at home at all times, except in the designated COVID-free zone and eating outside. Well, yesterday, one of the rapid tests of FlowFlex showed a very, very tiny, faint gray spot in the positive area.
No, code red.
No.
So we killed her.
I had to kill her.
We sacrificed her to our Lord.
She's been bitten. They burned her alive.
We shot her in the head and then burned her body.
It was almost invisible and disappeared after another hour. We immediately followed up with a Lucira test and it was negative. Another Lucira performed the next day was also negative. The kid has no symptoms. We tried booking a PCR for yesterday, but the only drive-through appointment we could book was today. And we won't get the results for another 4 to 5 business days.
Sounds like they really wanted to have COVID. Like they're desperate for it. They're like, come on.
Well,
disease
that's a real psychological phenomenon. When you prep for this kind of stuff so much, you actually get like an adrenaline rush because you say, look, I was right. Look, it's happening. I'm prepared.
It's finally happening.
Yeah,
it definitely makes you happy. Yeah.
It's like these angry 52-year-old women who are like, now people will listen to me. I'm not insane. I told you, Jeff, you shouldn't have divorced me. It's like, God, Jesus. Is there any disease you guys would actually freak out this much besides like cancer and AIDS?
Yeah, I was going to say cancer. And
probably like rabies or things that I know are going to kill me or ruin my life. Leprosy,
well, actually,
you know?
Any STD or shit would probably be a bit weird considering, you know,
but
it would mean
even
that my
then,
fiance is cheating on me.
Well, yeah, for you,
I mean, fair enough,
that'd be a problem. I don't think it's unreasonable to freak out about scary diseases. If you find out you have COVID or AIDS or leprosy or what have you, yeah, be concerned and do your research and write up. But for COVID, the flu, a cold, who gives a shit? It happens to millions of people every day. Fuck.
No, the fact that they're still testing, I mean, not just testing, but like going to PCR testing drive-thrus. It sounds so archaic. Like, oh, we need to go to the exorcist. What?
Well, I know exactly what happened with this woman after she wrote this Reddit post. She got a knock at the door and opened it and said, oh, child services, can you hang on real quick? I have to do another test. Just real quick.
Okay, but it continues. Another wrinkle is that yesterday I developed some sort of symptoms. Maybe it's just stressing out about all of that and inadequate sleep. Maybe it's not. They went away after a good night's sleep and I feel fine now. My Lucira test was invalid and we don't have any more of them. I live a very isolated existence. No shit. And my only exposure would have been through the kid. Oof. What would y'all do in my situation? Do the PCR on both me and the kid and keep quarantining until the results come in? Get a whole bunch more rapid tests? Assume that the original rapid test was invalid? At present, we are still masking in the house, eating outdoors, and isolating from my elderly parents. How much longer should I be doing that considering the situation?
Oh my God.
Your children should be taken away, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
that
this
can't
is
be good.
Genuine.
For the kids.
I really hope the teachers step in and go, hey, Susie, why are you masking? It's almost 2026. Like, everything's fine. And I really hope they investigate this shit.
You don't have to, like, I haven't thought of COVID in like a year, probably like a year in general, just like thinking about it. It's totally possible to go out and live a normal life now.
I have a friend who got it a couple days ago. And when I heard, I just thought, oh, that's surprising. Shit, that sucks. Like, it didn't even register to me that it still happens.
It's like hearing that someone's got the flu. It's like, yeah,
it sucks, and yeah, definitely, like, you're sick. You should take that part seriously. But other than that, what is there to do? Bed rest for a week, and then you're good. The end. Like, that's it.
Yeah,
that's all there is to it.
Chicken soup. What else is there to do? Like, okay, I mean, you got COVID. Who cares?
Yeah.
Okay, so by the way, what is this for? Recommendations for a good water bottle with straw to use with sip valves. I need to replace my water bottle, and since I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling and other masks,
I think I just included that just as an example of
as a visual
sip valve was. Yeah.
Help figuring out what just happened to me by Brief Orchid. Background. My partner and I are both Novid. We don't go anywhere unless we have to, and then we wear N95s. We both work from home, but I got ordered back to the work site 1 week ago.
Novid sounds like some Elder Scrolls like class or race or something. That's what I always think whenever I read of terms like this. Novid.
Yeah.
So
oh man.
On January 6th, last Monday, I tested negative for COVID on a molecular, then negative through the week on rats. RATS. I don't know what that stands for.
Rapid,
then positive on a molecular
antigen or something. It's a
Yes.
test.
Rapid antigen testing.
Then positive on a molecular on Friday, January 10th. I unplugged and read it that molecular test. Jeez, how much fucking medical money is being wasted on these schizos?
How do these people, and Kaya, I know your response is, well, they're mentally insane, which is true, but how do these people assume humanity survived this long? We used to live in fucking caves and go out in the brush and fight tigers and get God knows what shit in our systems, and we were fine. Your body typically does a very, very fucking good job of staying alive. It's insane to me.
Not just that, we got vaccines and, you know, stuff.
In the modern world, yeah, it's even better. We got vaccines and preventative medicine and all sorts of shit. Like, I don't know how these people think humanity is going to last another 10 years. It's crazy.
Well, they clearly don't.
I know.
That's the issue.
They hope not.
Yeah, they hope not. That's the most fucked up part.
Yeah.
They genuinely think that, like, your immunity is a hoax. It's a conspiracy theory. That's not a thing.
Jesus Christ.
Where was I? I unplugged and redid that molecular test. Still positive. Then I tested negative on my last molecular yesterday on January 12th. I've had no obvious symptoms. What the fuck? Did I have COVID? I'm completely confused because I hear false positives and false negatives almost never happen on a molecular. Does anyone have any insight for me based on their experience? Thank you.
I do.
It's like, dude.
Hi, I had COVID. I had COVID once, and I'd like to give that person insight because they were asking, you're good.
Yeah, you go out.
You're fine. Yep. If you test negative and have no symptoms, but you can just, do whatever you want. You're fine. All there is to it. It's that simple.
Whoops. My bad. Spoilers. Okay, here. Okay, you guys' turn.
Jackson.
1, start introducing your kids to masks ASAP. Just getting used to them. Get ones with ear loops, KN95, and put them on and off yourself. Let the kids touch them. Put them on you or their toys. Or try themselves if they want to, but it can be a long process, so start now. Just add them into place so the kids aren't surprised and upset when they see you in a mask or you work on them wearing one. Number 2, you and any adults in the family get well-fitting, high-quality masks and start wearing them everywhere in public. This will help protect your kids and also normalize it. Number 3, work on improving ventilation and air filtration in living spaces and where they spend their time. There are lots of COVID-safer families on this subreddit. You could try searching kids and see what pops up. Just Google kids.
Oh, boy. Yeesh. I hate to think this shit is serious and not a joke. This is like a fucking... What is it? An indecent proposal? What's that famous essay where the dude was like, I know how to solve the overpopulation problem. We start cannibalizing the homeless. You guys know what I'm talking about?
No,
yeah.
I don't.
So it's a really famous old school essay. I'm sure the chat will know, but it was a political essay written to the government, and it was like, guys, I know we have this huge, horrible overpopulation problem, but I know how to solve it. We get like orphans and the homeless, and we cannibalize them. And here's like 50 reasons it's a good idea, unironically. But it was a joke. And the problem is people took it seriously. They really thought that he meant it. This is what this shit sounds like. We should put masks on our kids' toys. Like, are you insane? Fuck.
Mask G.I. Joe. How cool. How fun. How joyous.
Someone on the right says, I feel the same way. I just come home from a Christmas event with friends. I opted to stand outside of the host's house and welcome people as they arrive, wishing them Merry Christmas, but I didn't go inside and left once everyone had arrived. It makes me so sad though. One friend said it, quote, there will continue to be waves. It's not going away, end quote, suggesting how long I'm going to keep up with my careful approach. I'm so sad and tired because they are right. It won't go away. I miss my friends. I'd love to have dinner again with them, but I just can't.
So the chat did pull through thanks to Apple's Taste Good, who I think also made the logo for this series, right?
Yeah.
2 for 2, good on them. It's called A Modest Proposal, and it was an essay written in 1729 during the Irish potato famine. And Jonathan Swift, the guy who wrote it, was like, guys, I know how to solve all of this. Poor people should sell their children so we can eat them as food. and people took it seriously. And that's what this shit sounds like. It really is. It sounds like these are jokes.
Yeah, so okay, this is the full title of that, by the way. It's A Modest Proposal for Preventing the Children of Poor People from Being a Burden to Their Parents or Country and for Making Them Beneficial to the Public by Dr. Swift.
Put masks on not only your kids' toys, but on them while they're sleeping. so they get used to wearing them. Like it's
And the
actual. This really is what like College Humor would make as COVID safety parody videos, you know. But this is real. They actually mean this shit.
Yeah.
Kai,
do you think we've read enough, or do you want to keep going?
How many? I think we should keep.
I don't know
keep
how
going.
many.
I'm enjoying. Let me see what. Oh, we have like 3 slides left. Let's finish it.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Let's finish it.
I'll read this one. Homeschool Rock that the "it's not going away" comment is always wild as hell to me because it never leads anywhere else. Giant poisonous spiders will always be roaming the suburbs. It's not going away, so there's no point in doing anything about it. Crazy making. I like that because the giant crazy spiders are also just in his head. SB says, what's worse, being alone or having a life full of people who can't seem to understand the potentially devastating impact a COVID infection could have? Rip Van Winkle says, for me, the second. SB. Same. It was rhetorical, but yeah. Rip Van Winkle. It's so hard to believe that this world is the way that it is, and I struggle with it hour to hour, but finding solace in myself and other COVID-conscious people has helped. Hug emoji.
So yeah, they'd prefer to be alone.
You really fucked yourself over by trying to find solace in this community because you'll never have true outreach with them. You'll never have an in-person get-together or any of that shit. You're talking to text on a screen, and that's all it ever will be. Jesus.
Yeah. There's no real-life presence for these people.
Yeah.
Sad Ticket says, in a large Ontario hospital where cases are high, I didn't see a single mask worn by staff. I didn't see any KN95s or N95s, only a few elderly patients wearing surgicals. It's so disheartening to see. I can't believe how uninformed and careless nurses and doctors are being. They should be the ones to know and care. People think doctors and nurses know the best and we should be following their lead, but they are humans that are as flawed and as susceptible to propaganda as we are.
Ironic.
I love how they have looped back to like, you are the Infowars.com Alex Jones conspiracy theorist now. What do you mean it's just a flu? No, that's what the lizards want you to believe. Did the Jews put you up to this? It's Israel, isn't it?
It really is conspiracy shit. Yeah.
It really bothers me that it seems like no one is able to think for themselves to make their own informed decisions about protecting themselves and others. We've been conditioned to prioritize individualism, but it doesn't take away people's responsibility to look after their fellow humans. Incredibly disappointing.
Look, I'll give this guy a little bit of credit if he's right. I don't believe him at all, but if he went to a hospital and nobody was wearing masks for the medical staff, that'd be a little raised eyebrow. You'd think some people would be, you know, but I just also don't believe anything these people say at all. So
no.
Yeah.
They probably saw one janitor without a mask and then started freaking out.
they saw a dude picking up the trash and they're like, how dare you?
Even nurses and doctors. Okay, I mean, well, it's clearly no one's dying. It's fine. It's a hospital.
Yeah.
But
People
no, they have to wag their
all the
finger.
time.
Well, and in hospitals, you're far more likely to get other bad, nasty shit. Yeah, COVID is such a strange, specific target for these people. There's so many other diseases you should be much more afraid of. It's crazy.
Why aren't you masking? I'm here for a broken leg. Can you leave me alone? All right, last one. One of you take it.
Andrew?
Your husband/boyfriend/partner isn't masking. The one who has been trying to persuade you for years to lower precautions but still definitely mask diligently in the office, on their work trips, at the shops, when meeting with their friends, isn't masking if you aren't observing them masking. They want you to acquiesce because they don't have to keep hiding their behavior from you. Your mystery infections that somehow still get you even though you always wear an N95 when you rarely go out aren't because you were on your porch maskless and your neighbor sneezed across the street, or because you haven't gotten the right special combo of nose spray or goggles for your rare outings, or because you forgot to sanitize the mail. They're from your partner. I'm being hyperbolic, not because there's an absolute 0% chance of rare transmissions, but because people end up getting obsessed with really long tail risks, and this provokes a sense of fear and powerlessness, which is often exploited by online influencers pushing their latest grifts. Ugh. Good masks are really good. If they are failing you, question your assumptions about your biggest risks before taking smaller risks. In other words, You should doubt your partner and not trust them.
Yeah.
Not healthy behavior at all. Jesus Christ.
Schizo. Hey, did you get the sniffles? Your boyfriend is cheating on you.
It really is that kind of behavior where I just heard that my boyfriend is going out with his friends, which absolutely means that he's selling cocaine and then fucking whores behind my back. Like, that's exactly what this is. You got a stuffy nose? Absolutely, that guy is fucking breathing on hookers and kissing them on the mouth and giving it to you.
It's not even that, like, it's not even that. It's literally just he's going out and not wearing his mask and not telling you that he didn't wear his mask. It's like literally just that. It's not about having sex with other people or anything.
That scumbag is stepping out on me. He had lunch without a mask.
Yeah.
This lady says as a reply, this was the final straw with regard to my urge to keep dating. It was already a daunting proposition because of my autism, not to mention my height or leftist beliefs, but now, nope. My height. Another dwarf, I assume. The math just isn't mathing.
Okay, I have to step in. Yo, you can be a short person and get some mad pussy or dick. That's like literally never a problem. Leftist beliefs, yeah, half the planet doesn't believe what you believe. Boy, howdy, is that right? And the autism thing, nah, you can figure that out too. Plenty of people with autism and Asperger. Yeah, Kaya got married and he's the poster child for autism. Plenty of people out there
for that.
Plenty of people out there. What's going to stop you from dating, or getting dates rather, is your absolutely backstabbing paranoia of you thinking anyone you get with is trying to make you sick. Like that's it. It's just that,
it's the schizophrenia, yes.
Yeah, it's the delusions.
Yeah. And that
I'll be honest, it's not very attractive. It's not very attractive.
I think I would swipe no if I saw that on your profile. Just saying, just thinking
Well, if you're going to be paranoid, at least do it about something that's like the government is spying on us. The ladies like that. Take it from me. But the sniffles, everyone's conspiring to give me a sore throat.
Yeah.
Okay. That is our segment, Downvoted, brought to you by Jackson, submitted by... this week, was it Jackson?
Me. It was.
I don't remember.
Just give me
it was
credit.
on slide 2.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck was? What the fuck, Jackson? What is that? Excuse you?
Is this?
What the fuck is this?
How did you change this so quickly while we were doing this?
Okay, so for the audio listeners, this is like a magic
this is
trick.
a different slide.
This is like a magic trick. There's a new slide on the presentation of a Dalmatian furry wearing a piss-soaked diaper, and it's labeled Jack Chew, and it says, vote for which diaper Jack Chew should wear next. The diaper with the most votes will be crinkled next week.
Please choose the most comfortable one for me.
How did you? This is like sorcery. Where did this come from?
Okay, I know what he did. I sent him an edit because I wanted him to add his own pictures to Zero COVID community. So he's made a copy and done this.
No, I didn't make a copy. It's the same slide. You gave me editing access. It's your last slide.
Oh, you ruined your presentation for this. Even funnier.
Yeah. Okay, I see it now.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so
anyway.
You heard it here, folks. Whichever diaper gets the most votes, Jackson will crinkle in the next week.
Dalton Dowell, thank you for submitting this subreddit, by the way.
So we have to fight now, pet free versus zero COVID. Is that right?
Hey, leave my slides alone.
Yeah. So it's between pet free and zero COVID. Who are you guys voting for? And remember, the link will be down below for the chat. And so
this one is harder. This one is harder. I feel like penectomy was clear cut. Now here's the thing. Pet free, pretty. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Penectomy was easy. Like, yeah, this is mostly harmless. It's gross, but it's mostly harmless. Now here's my issue with this one. Pet free is definitely evil. It's an actual raw evil subreddit. Straight up.
I'm still going pet free. I'm going pet free.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing with COVID though. The COVID one, for the most part, is the same thing as penectomy. For the most part. Oh, these people are being shut-ins and, harming themselves, not going outside. But then, as you dig into it, you're reading about parents forcing their kids to isolate and forcing them to be paranoid mask-wearing at school and putting all this gaslighting on their significant others. It's like, okay, this is becoming malicious now. So that's why it's a bit harder for me, you know?
Okay.
It is malicious.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm voting COVID. Zero COVID.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know you would. That's because you have a hate boner over them. But
I do.
How is that worse than people abusing animals?
I hate people abusing animals. These people would abuse animals and children and the elderly. These are the same people that made people say goodbye to their dying parents over Zoom. Fuck these people.
Yeah, this one's hard. This one's way harder than the
I'm still going,
penectomy, which is another great
I'm going
pun.
pet free. I'm going pet free for this week.
Fuck.
Well, that's just one vote.
Okay. All right. I've got my vote. I've got my. Wow, you sent Jack 2 to the Phantom Zone. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna vote COVID. I'm picking COVID, and it's purely because, yeah, the pet stuff is terrible, but I imagine 99% of the people on that subreddit are venting and just angry and not actually ever going to do anything. Whereas these COVID people, I could definitely see them fucking up their kids' upbringing or ruining relationships over it. Like, very commonly.
And ruining society next time they get power again.
So I'm going to say the COVID because I think the COVID community would be more likely to go through with the bullshit they're saying. So that's why I'm going to vote COVID.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. I thought do our patrons not get to vote? I thought there was like this was a for our audience type vote.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and
Andrew.
I was putting out no. I was just putting our opinions out there. The audience still votes on who continues on, like we did last time.
Okay.
So if you Patreon members and official.men members, you can sign up over at official.men. Get to vote, and they'll choose who moves on to the next round of our search for the worst online community. If you want to send in your suggestions for the worst online community, please send them to the official podcast yt@gmail.com. That's the official podcast yt@gmail.com. And maybe your suggestion will be on next week's episode in the downvoted segment. Remember to vote if you're a member. Official.men, 7-day free trial. Go check it out. Help support the show over there. You get access to all of our shows, Red Thread, Official Podcast, and Criminally Stupid, all available. 7-day free trial at official.men. Go check it out. That's going to do it for this week's episode. It's been a nice long one. So thank you very much for joining us this week. And we'll see you over at the After Dark now.
Bye,
Bye,
guys. Everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Get out.